You may wonder why the world is so unstable now. I want to suggest to you the world is in a scattered mode because people intentionally with vicious plans, strategic planning have disrupted what God gave as good designs. You might be an atheist listening to this, but consider what I am saying. I'm also a medical academic that I have done research into different areas in my field. I've also done research into this field. Why are the systems crumbling? Marriage was made to crumble, sexuality, family institution. Then what a head of nation should be doing for his own nation is set aside, and heads of nations are appointed who would play ball with global elite who are scheming to take all the resources of a nation into their hands. God gave enough resources for every nation to look after its citizens and to be good shepherds for their own flock in every nation. But what's happening now is that firstly it was promoted that a few in every nation will get very rich and get all the resources into their hands. Then the global elite manipulate that those national dinosaurs, the Nephilim, who prey on others, can function and continue to be ruthless and powerful only if they cooperate with the global Nephilim. Nephilim comes from an old Hebrew word that's found in Genesis chapter 6, that in the days of Noah, there were giants or Nephilim who preyed on others, fell on others, grabbed their properties and grabbed their wealth and so on. And so the Lord Jesus Christ said that the end days would have a rise of this, like the Noah's days, this kind of Nephilim who prey on others, who grab the resources of others. That's what's happening in every nation. And the economics is planned to impoverish the multitude and enrich a few. And then migration is engineered so that families are disrupted and isolated people become vulnerable in their adopted new countries. Then the digital screen and the other technologies that are now advancing will make selfie and isolated existence inevitable for most of the population. So the entire alpha generation, Gen Zs, are more and more pushed into isolated existence, and that existence in a virtual unreality will promote digital occupation of the whole world by those who plan such a stratagem. Then coercive health laws, by promoting widespread diseases, coercive health laws will be implemented. So many things are being cooked up, and there will be an acquired immune deficiency syndrome happening with immunity of masses made to be reduced with certain kinds of pricks. All this is happening. This can be verified, scientifically ascertained. Don't take what I say. So all this adds up to a scattering of the systems that once served well. And in this time, God is gathering His own with the resources available into what He moves in. So if you have been trusting in your former abilities and strengths in the things you thrived, you are in for a disappointment now, because where you thrived, the ground is made unstable for your failure. That you become a victim of the processes that will gobble you up, lose your family, and already parents are thinking only solution is to send the kids into some other country. So I want to ask you, which country is safe? So when God is into gathering His own, the wise man will gather with God. So you will find obeying God's call and living with the resources He provides. Of course, you must work, but your lifestyle, emphasis style, all will change into trusting God rather than trusting in the things that once worked for you in a God-established world. Now, the God-established world is distorted intentionally, destroyed, and you will feel an orphan, and you will fear all kinds of calamities that are coming upon the world. But the safe procedure is to trust in what God is gathering for you. Come into His family. He will anoint your head with oil. He will cause your cup to run over. He will furnish your table. He will direct your paths in green pastures. And His scepter and His staff will be your government. This is my suggestion. Thank you for listening.